The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team from the Big 12, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Terrapins will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's Savage. Finds the tight end. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking for room, it's Burnett. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge game. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. With quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find...
And he's got it inside the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll just keep slinging it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And it's picked off at the goal line.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
On the option. And the ball's free in the end zone. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown. Looking, it's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Coming after him. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. The Terrapins want to move quickly. Quickly to the tight end. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now up to them.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Delivers the contact. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Maryland!
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big 1st down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After the misconnection, it's second down. To the air, it's Savage. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
Hey, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Looking at a second and short now. Wants to pass. Fires to the right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
The lone back's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, USA 16, Maryland 7.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Moves. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. And the returner will be knocked down. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 10. He's loose. He's at the 10. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
He finds his man. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. On second down, he'll let it fly. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Terrapins.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down inbounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. They're trailing by 10 to UAB. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away from the heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. Jumped on top of the pile.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And the Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up. A first down run in the red zone. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Yeah, and you run a play that's conservative. You're going to hand the football over, and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing. Get inside that 5-yard line, ready to make a play, score some points. And instead, the defense recovers the football.
At the 15, he's loose. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Unloads to the right. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit when you got that kind of pedigree. You always find...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. At the 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Maryland! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six.
Maryland, 21.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Going with the ground game left. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Complete downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Savage. Got his man on the outside. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The option look. Now the toss. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Here. On the field, tight game here late in the first half. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Steps away. He'll fire to his right. Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum up.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. You got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, what a grab by the defense. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Looking left. Hauls it in. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Rice. Pressure coming. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush. And you know it's a pass. You want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening. And if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get the rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! Getting aggressive here and going for two. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. He gets into the end zone for the two, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. He's back to throw on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Turns it on at midfield. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Complete to the left. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. From the 22 on 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Touchdown, Trojans! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much more.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Makes his connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's caught inside the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing in his pads.
This quarterback part of their running game. The Terrapins will move the sticks. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Goes to the option. The pitch. Just ran him over. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Terrapins! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Here comes the 2-point try. He wants to throw it. Getting some heat. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense. Looking for the 2-point try. Trying to barge in. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Leaves it with the back. After 45, on its way. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball. There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the grade.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Big fullback's got it. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the stomping has commenced.
First and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
They'll line up to go for 2. On the option. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
29.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, you got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
To the air on first down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. On first down, here comes this offense. They want to run this quarterback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Trojans are threatening in the red zone. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success speed.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Looking for the score. And that pass is intercepted. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, USC 53, Maryland 29.
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. He's going to take off. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And the Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. These DBs going to give a little cushion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. At the 35, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Terrapins are rolling down the field. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Rice. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. They'll run it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game, because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Try to barge their way in.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too, getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing, if I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the